screens give me goosebumps. I'm not knowing what.
Hey, what's going on, Saucy 1K Vibes family? Sweet back at you again with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the easiest Forex strategy, right? The easiest Forex strategy, right? So I'm going to teach you guys how to be able to trade something as complex as the foreign exchange market, which is a 6.6 plus $1 trillion per day market, right? Making money day in and out. Um, Trade stocks, commodities, gold, silver, oil, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Bitcoin just hit 22,000, making a lot of money in Bitcoin, and also other big things that we trade, currencies, commodities, and other things there. All right, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to make something as complex as the foreign exchange market elementary, super simple, right? And today we're gonna be presenting something to you that is called a Delorean, right? The Delorean is a simple four-step strategy, simple four-step process that makes trading super simple, super easy. So these are the four steps for a Delorean, right? Step one, something has to be bigger than the other. Step two, we need something to cut through. Step three, we need to find a location of particular lines. And step four, we just need space to make money, right? If you can follow simple steps and you get a yes to step one, step two, step three, and step four, you get to take the trade, right? If you get a no to any one of those questions, then you save money in your pocket and you don't take the trade. It's that simple, right? So before we even get into it, right, we'll be paying attention to the two candles to the left of the arrow, right? So just to show you guys a little bit of how this works, right? Within this simple four-step process, we have arrows, right? A blue arrow for a buy and a red arrow for a sell. Let's go back to it and hit that one more time. A blue arrow for a buy and a red arrow for a sell. All right. So we're going to pay attention to the two candles to the left of a blue arrow for a buy or a red arrow for a sell. All right. So this is the cheat sheet for the sell signal. We trade between 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's the bridge between the London and the Tokyo when most money is made and the opening of New York, right? If you guys want to know a little bit more about that, you can hit me up personally for free info. As long as you're coachable and willing to learn, and most definitely teachable, and you know what I'm saying, most definitely respectful. Be respectful too, right? So 4 simple steps, right? So once you get a red arrow for a sell, you're gonna look at the two candles to the left of that arrow. Is the red candle bigger than the blue? Step 2, does the red line cut through both candle bodies? Step 3, is the gray aqua blue line closely above or cutting through those two candles to the left of the arrow? And did you make sure you got space? You get a yes to all 4. Guess what you're doing? Guess what you're doing? You take the trade and you make yourself some bread, right? Now, if you get a no, right, let's say step 1 check off and step 2, we don't got nothing cutting through, then we don't take the trade, we save ourselves money, right? Now, this is the buy signal, right? The cheat sheet for the buy, right? On these particular time frames, I'm not going to go into that. We trade between 2 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? Eastern, right? Now, if you get a blue arrow for a buy, we look to the two candles to the left of that blue arrow. Is the blue candle bigger than the red? Right? You get a yes to that. You go to step 2. Does the red line cut through both candle bodies? You get a yes. You go to step 3. Is the gray aqua and blue line closely below or cut it through? Right? Step 4. Did you make sure that you have space to make money? Right? Did you make sure you have space to make money for step 4? You get a yes to all 4. Guess what you're doing? You should already know by now. It's on the screen. You take the trade. Make that bread. Right? If you don't get a yes to one of these questions, you're not taking the trade. You're saving money in your pocket and you live for another day, right? This is some other stuff. We ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna get straight to the charts. Let me show y'all some live examples, right? This is a sell example. You see, you got the red O right here, right? We're about to go ahead and get to the bag and show you guys how this looks, right? So these are the 4 steps. This is step 1. You can read it along, right? Now let's get into it. Is this red candle bigger than the blue? Right? You can answer that for me. Right? You can answer that for me below in the comments. Obviously, yes, it is. The red candle's bigger than the blue. Right? Now, step 2, it says we need this red line to cut through both of the two candles to the left of this red arrow. and that thing slicing through. Sheesh. That looks sexy right there, right? Now, step 3 is the great awkward blue line closely above or cutting through the 2 candles, right? Now, let's look at the location, right? We got the blue line, right? This dark blue line is way down here, right? That's Gucci. Gray line's way down here. That's Gucci. Now, we got this little skinny line right here. Like, what does this line do? Is it cutting through? Or is it above the 2 candles to the left of that red arrow for a sell? Man, let's look at this. Let's go ahead and follow it, and it's slicing through. This thing is looking good. It's looking like we about to make some bread, family. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. Step 4, we got space. Ain't no lines in the way. Nothing's in our way stopping us from making money. The nearest line is down here. Boom. TP hit. We get into the bizag. We take the trade. We make our bread. Right? So that's how that looks. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get into not too much sleazy. Now I'm going to show you guys how it actually looks for a buy example, right? So let me show you guys how this looks for a buy example. Let's go ahead and get into it, right? For a buy example, these are the 4 steps right here, right? Step 1, look at the 2 candles to the left of the arrow. Is the blue candle bigger than the red? Does the red line cut through both candle bodies? Is a great awkward or blue line closely below for step 3? And do you got space to make money? Let's go through these 4 steps. Let's go through these 4 steps, right? So I got it here on my chart on TradingView where we mark up every day on a consistent basis, and we're looking at Bitcoin. Yep. Bitcoin has been bringing in that bag. Super simple, super easy, right? So look, this is what we trade live every single day with our educators inside of the IM Mastery Academy, right? We have our own artificial intelligence application that does everything for us, and we're able to apply this on the charts with TradingView. Like, let me show you how this looks. Like, this looks so sexy. It just made so much bread, right? So step 1, all right, let's change this to blue just for the sake of this. All right, let's go ahead and change this to blue so I don't confuse you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to confuse y'all. Let's go ahead and go to the symbols. Let's change this to blue real fast. Change it to blue. Change it to blue. Blue, blue. All right, now we're going to go through these steps and see how we made this bread. Right, see how we made this bread. Now, boom, we got it. Now, let's go back to full screen. Show you guys how this looks, right? Step 1, is this blue candle bigger than the red? Y'all can answer that for me in the chats. Is the blue candle bigger than the red? Obviously, yes, it is, right? Now, step 2, is this red line cut through? Does it cut through both of the candle bodies? And y'all comment below and let me know if y'all see this red line. Is this red line cutting through both of these 2 candles to the right of this blue arrow, telling us to buy into this particular trade? Yes, it is. Now, step 3, right? We looking for the gray, the aqua, and the blue line. Is it below our 2 candles to the left of the blue arrow, or is it cutting through, right? Gray lines below, blue lines below, closely below, right? And the blue dark line is nowhere to be found. So that's Gucci, right? Step 3 checks off. Now, step 4, we got space, no lines in the way. Let's go ahead and look. Let's make sure. Let's go ahead and zoom this thing out. All right, zoom this thing out. We got any lines? We don't got no lines in the way, right? So guess what we do? Guess what we do? We press that button on that MetaTrader 4, and we make some bread, right? We're going to take a buy. So now let me show you guys how this would have looked, right? How this trade example would have looked, right? Let's go right here. We're going to zoom out right here. Would have entered right there, and we would have got out of that trade probably about right there, right? So boom, we got in right here. And we caught 200 pips. 200 pips in 4 hours. 200 pips on this one move on Bitcoin. Boom, in 4 hours. 4 hours and 45 minutes to be exact. So boom, you at work, you getting your grind on, you doing your thing, you making your bread, you working your 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Multiple streams of income, boom, boom, boom. You go to your MT4, you take a trade. We get trades like this on an everyday basis in the Delorean platform. We use the application. I'm not going to show you guys a little bit too much about that today. I'll do that on another video, give you inside access, but just showing you how this applies on the charts easy 4 steps, right? You get the 4 steps, you make that brizette. I would go over example for a sell, but like I said, I'm gonna do another video and go over another example and show you guys a live trade that we took, right? I'm currently still in Bitcoin. We took this trade with us on the platform and we made 200 pips in 4 hours and 45 minutes, right? So if you would have put that on a small lot size, you'd have made about $20. You would have put it on a little bit bigger lot size. We're using $1, you'd have made 200. Now, if you put that at $10 for every point that we caught in that move, you'd have made 2 bands in 4 hours and 45 minutes, right? And if you got the bigger bucks, you would have made 20 or 200,000 in 4 hours and 45 minutes. So this is how it works. Super, super simple 4-step process, guys. Simple 4-step process. Not really much else that you need to go over, right? So if you guys want more content like this, you want more free info, free tips, subscribe, like, hit that post notifications, right? I got descriptions, links in my bio to personally get personal mentorship from me, to get more free information. And if you're ready to get access and take advantage of stuff like this and get to the bag, like we've been doing for the past couple of months, the whole time in this pandemic, I got all of my info below, right? If you want to join the link for my personal mentorship, when they get access to my private Telegram group, right, you can get access to that, and I'll be giving you free info and different things like that, right? But without further ado, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. We're gonna see you guys. We out. Saucy 1K Boss family. Peace.
Those strings give me goosebumps. I'm not knowing what to